Everything I wish I could tell myself if I could go back in time to when my husband was first diagnosed with colon cancer. I'm Lorelei, I'm 33 years old. My husband Patrick passed away from colon cancer that metastasized to his liver, and he fought it for over 2 years, and we learned a whole lot in the course of that. A lot of things that I wish I knew when he was first diagnosed. If you know anybody with colon cancer, or if you have colon cancer, please watch this through to the end. There are some things that you can do initially to look out for a recurrence, meaning when it comes back. When he went for a follow-up scan 6 months after he finished chemo, and lo and behold, at the follow-up scan, it had spread to his liver. The colon and liver actually share a lot of the same blood supply. I don't even think it necessarily has to hit a lymph node to spread to the liver. I think if it's in your colon, there's a good chance that some of those cells get into your liver and group together and form new tumors. There's a test that doctors don't order and doctors don't tell you about. It's called Signatera. It is a circulating tumor DNA test. So if you have a tumor taken out of your colon and they profile it with this test and match your specific tumor DNA, they can then check your blood every 6 weeks or so to see if there's any circulating tumor DNA matching your tumor makeup exactly, to let you know if something's spreading or coming back in your body. And a lot of times this will show before it shows up on a scan. The next thing that I want you to know about is genomic tumor profiling. Genomic tumor profiling tells you the mutations that your specific cancer has. All colon cancer is not the same. There are so many differences in your tumor makeup that are going to determine which treatment will be most effective for you. You need to know exactly what is going on within your body, within your tumor makeup specifically, in order to treat it effectively. I say this because Patrick had a really rare mutation, and it wasn't found until I moved all of his care to Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York City. We lived in Northern Virginia at the time. Sloan Kettering is quite a hike, but I realized we weren't getting the right treatment, and I moved him to Memorial Sloan Kettering when it spread to his liver. You probably should have started with this, is finding a community. If you are battling colon cancer or you are a caregiver for somebody battling colon cancer, there's an amazing community called Colon Town. It's a community of private Facebook groups, they call them neighborhoods, for everything related to colon cancer. When it spread to his liver, we found Colon Town, and immediately I had like an army of people behind me. So anytime I had a question on his medical charts, anytime I had a question about a treatment or side effects or anything, I had this network of people who could explain to me exactly what they had gone through and give me like serious anecdotal information. You just go to colontown.org and you'll see the button to join. When an oncologist tells you that you are inoperable, that's not. An oncologist, unless they're a surgical oncologist, an oncologist cannot tell you if you are inoperable. That is not their job. That is not their specialty. That is not their place to tell you that. You need an opinion from a surgeon. And you don't just need one opinion from a surgeon. You need an opinion from as many surgeons as you can find who specialize in your type of cancer. So if you have, for example, 5 liver tumors, you might go to one oncologist and they might tell you chemo for life and you're inoperable. And that's very close to the answer that we got when Patrick's cancer spread to his liver. Chemo for life is probably what we would do here, and you might have a chance of surgery, but we're not sure. That's why we moved to Memorial Sloan Kettering. We knew there was a very aggressive surgeon there, a very aggressive oncologist, and a really unique treatment method called an HAI pump. That's a hepatic arterial infusion pump, and that is a pump that's implanted in your abdomen, and it feeds chemo directly to your liver. Super concentrated, really potent chemo directly to your liver to either shrink liver tumors or prevent them from coming back. So Patrick ended up getting that, and right off the bat, it was no question he was eligible for surgery. If you're stage 4 and it's in your liver and your liver only, and you're stable on chemo, you can get a whole new liver. You can get a liver transplant. Not a whole new liver, you get half of one. But someone you know or someone you don't know can donate half of their liver, a portion of their liver, to you, and then it will grow. The liver regenerates. It will grow back to full size in your body, and theirs will return back to full functioning size in their body. So someone's able to be a living donor for a liver transplant. the best that you can do is to feel empowered, and not everyone's going to have the energy to feel empowered and seek out all this information, and that's okay. Not everyone's going to have the means to travel for treatment like we did, and that's okay. You know, if you look nearby, just find an NCI cancer center, and you can trust that those are going to follow really good best practices. Don't take a doctor's word as absolute. Don't take any doctor's opinion as final. Don't go to the hospital with symptoms and just trust the oncologist they put you with. Get a specialized oncologist. Try to find someone at an NCI cancer center. Try to find someone who specializes in your kind of cancer. I know that we turned over every stone possible looking for treatment for him and finding every option. We also talked to MD Anderson. We talked to Hopkins. We talked to doctors out in California, and we ended up on a clinical trial at the end of the day because we ran out of options. And that's okay. But I will never feel like we did something wrong or we didn't know about something.